All right, hello everyone. My name is Reese Caldwell, and I am going to be your TA this semester for Systems Physiology. Boom, boom, boom. If y'all have heard about this course, but you haven't heard great things about it, it's very, very difficult. But this is my second semester teaching it, and I'm feeling really prepared and really excited, and we got this. So this first video is just going to kind of be an introduction about myself really quickly, and then we're going to go over the course. Or not the course, but the discussion portion of the course, the agenda and all of that. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. I made a little PowerPoint and we will hop on into it. Okay, cool. So I teach 4 sections of this course. There are 12 in total. So you are either 49025, 0040, or 45. Please know your section. I have them labeled out in just a little bit. So make sure you know your section just for whenever I might just need it at some point. So a little bit about me. Again, my name is Reese Caldwell. I am a graduate student in the Department of Kinesiology. I am doing my master's for exercise physiology. I really want to be a professor and do research. When I did my undergrad at Texas State, I was a TA for 9 semesters for anatomy and physiology. And I absolutely fell in love with the teaching aspect. Making PowerPoints is one of my favorite hobbies. Yeah, I kind of am like a nerd. So things that I love to talk about, and when we're back in person and there's those like awkward 15 minutes before class whenever the early birds show up, I know that because I'm one of them. I love cats. I have 2 cats that are running around right now. I love talking about places in Austin. I just moved here from San Marcos last semester. So if you know of any good coffee shops, I'm a coffee addict. I also love going out to eat. That's what the majority of my TA salary goes towards. Binge-worthy shows, I'm always, watching the most popular ones. I watched You last semester. I'm watching Bachelorette right now, or Bachelor right now. Not that good. I watch a lot. So binge-worthy shows, I'm always down for that. I am a big scuba diver. I love scuba diving. I went on about 20 dives this summer. I love yoga. That's actually one of the main things I want to study, and I am taking intermediate yoga at UT as an elective this summer. And weight training. I'm studying exercise physiology, so I love to talk about exercise. I'm not into cardio at all, but I do love talking about new, exercises when it comes to hitting the weights. I'm huge into music. That'll be another thing y'all get used to when we get into person. I listen to really underground music. I like the classics. Top artists would be like Mac DeMarco, The Garden, Jim Croce, Jimi Hendrix, The Cure, Tyler the Creator, all of those. I freaking love music. I do not like mainstream music or mainstream rap though, so sorry. And then travel. I actually just got back from a 2-week trip to Europe. It was amazing. I got to see the Eiffel Tower. It was incredible. France is beautiful. I recommend it 10 out of 10, especially if you enjoy eating out. That was like the main thing that was cool about Europe. So yeah, that's a little bit about me. I don't know if y'all even watched that or just clicked through it, but either or, cool. So let's get into discussion stuff. So in discussion, we have 3 types of course leaders. We have the professor, the graduate TA, and 2 UGTAs. Dr. Chang is the professor, and he leads, lectures on Tuesday and Thursday. And what he does is, go over PowerPoints, teach the bulk of the course, like the hard material. That's what he does. He holds office hours to answer questions over that material because he's really well trained in lecture material. Then we have the UGTAs, which for the 11 a.m. section are Marissa and Matthew. I have 2 others, 2 other people or 2 other sections that have different UGTAs, Brianna, Joanna, Tarek, and one more. So these might not be your UGTAs because this is for the 11 a.m. course, but for the 11 a.m. they're Marissa and Matthew. And for all the courses, the UGTAs are students that have taken this course and made super high A's, did super well. They know how to study for this course. They've taken the exams, they've aced the exams. Oh my gosh, my cat's claw is stuck on my screen. Okay, there we go. Sorry. So the UGTAs are great to reach out to if you have questions about lecture materials, exam prep, things like that, because they've done it before. So definitely don't feel afraid to reach out to your UGTAs. They're probably going to be one of your best resources when it comes to this class. They also hold office hours after the exams to go over questions that you may have missed on the exams. We don't give the exams back to you. You cannot see them online afterwards. So if you want to like review your exam and see what you missed, the UGTAs will be responsible for that as well. So please don't email me 100 times saying like, oh, can I review my exam? That happened so much last semester. Email the UGTAs. That is their duty. All right, and then again, Dr. Chang, he's good with lecture. Now, as the TA, that is me. I lead discussion each week. So I have 4 discussion sections, which I'll show in the next slide. And discussion is separate from lecture. So we'll go over things in discussion that we don't go over in lecture. Like we'll do calculations in discussion. We won't do them in lectures. So you have to come to discussion because there will be things we learn in discussion that are on the exams, but not taught in lecture. So I designed the discussion course or, created the PowerPoints, and that is my specialty. So I will hold office hours to answer questions over discussion materials and course concerns you may have. I also have a lot of tips on studying and things like that. When it comes to lecture materials, I really would prefer you to reach out to Dr. Chang or the UGTAs. I am all for discussion related questions though. So there's my email there. I might give out my phone number this semester, so we'll see. So I thought, here, I'll go over that next. So again, there's 2 parts of this course, lecture and discussion. Discussion is only 50 minutes once a week, so it's quick. And we will do 12 worksheets in total. So 12 worksheets in total. And again, we won't see those, we won't see that material in lecture, so make sure you're ready to come to discussion and learn it. So I teach 4 different discussions sections. They all start with 490, so you just need to memorize if you're 25, 00, 40, or 45. The 25 is the 9:30 a.m. section, so your TA is Tianyu. So she'll be in your lecture. She will send out emails occasionally. She'll proctor your exam. She'll grade your exams. But we had to switch sections because of other course conflicts. That's my Monday section, 1 to 2 p.m. in Jester. Then my Tuesday section, 1 to 2 p.m. is the 8 a.m. section. So your TA is Daniela. So again, she'll proctor, grade, and do some other course duties, but she will not lead your discussion because we have to switch. Again in Jester. And then my Wednesdays are 40 and 45. I'm your TA, so I'll grade your exams and all of that. And I have 2 sections that day, 1 to 2 p.m. and 2 to 3 p.m. That's really difficult because ECJ is off of Dean Keaton over there by Crown and Anchor, and CBA is over there by Monkey's Vintage and Chick-fil-A. So I really hope you understand this reference. This will be me every 2 p.m. Wednesday session. If you haven't seen this episode of Friends, he teaches a class across campus and has 5 minutes to get there. That's going to be me. So I really apologize if I'm ever late. My 40 section, I'm definitely not going to be able to stay after class to take questions. It's going to be tricky. So overall, if you have a course conflict or if another one of these sections works better for you, I have no problem with you attending any of these 4 sections. You really don't even need to let me know. you can attend any of these. I don't care. So again, we have 12 worksheets in total. They're all on Canvas right now, but I would recommend not printing them all out right now because I might add in spaces or places to put extra notes. They're kind of like really condensed and it's hard to like take notes on all of them. But definitely, you know, the day before discussion or a couple days before, print out the discussion worksheet and bring it to class because we're going to fill it out throughout discussion. I would also recommend bringing some blank pieces of paper because sometimes we'll draw diagrams that we don't have space on the discussion worksheet. Sometimes I'll do PowerPoints instead. So make sure you have some notebook paper and print out the worksheet. So I love organization and I use the Papermate Flair pins. I think y'all know what those are. I don't have them on me right now, but they're those really nice, like cute felt pins. You can get them at HEB, Target, wherever. I like to color code things and all of that. So Papermate Flair pins are what I will be using when I'm writing in class. So if you want to kind of be on the same page with that, that's what I'll be using when we go through the worksheets. So I do not take attendance. I get that we're all college students. We're in our 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, so whatever age you are. Some of us have kids. Some of us have jobs. Some of us have anxiety and depression. I get it. So I don't take attendance, but I really, really, really highly suggest coming to discussion. I will record each discussion and post it so you can go back and watch it. But I think being in person, hearing it in person and then watching a separate recording that I'll record afterwards is very, very valuable. We'll also do interactive things in the classroom. I bring food sometimes. Maybe I'll bring my cats one day. So no, I probably shouldn't. Some people are allergic to cats, but I definitely really encourage you to come in class. My students that just watched recordings last semester did not do well. Some of them are having to retake the course and are like, I wish I would have come in person. So make sure you come in person. There will not be a live Zoom going during class after we return in person either. I walk around the classroom a lot. It's really annoying to have to stand in front of the computer on Zoom the whole time. So it's either come in person or watch the recording or both, which is the best option for a class that's this hard. There's also no graded assignments for this portion of the course. You don't have to worry about ever turning anything in. I definitely want you to worry about staying caught up. So if you do need to miss a week for whatever reason, make sure you watch that recording and take your notes because this material kind of builds on itself. But I won't be picking anything up. However, in lecture, there are reading quizzes, homework, and exams. And again, if you ever want to review that or have questions about any of those, reach out to the UGTAs. So my office hours are Monday, 2 to 3 p.m. I don't know where yet. I should have an office assigned to me at some point. And then also by appointment, so you can email me. We can meet on Zoom, you know, whatever you'd like. And again, my office hours are to go over discussion related material and study methods. I can do my best to answer lecture related materials, but I think that Dr. Chang and the UGTAs are going to be your best option when talking about lecture materials. So here's a brief agenda of what this semester is going to look like. We have 4 units, 4 exams. So we have 3 discussion worksheets each unit. I do want to say that discussion 1 is one of the hardest, and discussion 2 is pretty hard. Discussion 3 gets a lot easier. These are pretty easy. You know, renal math is really hard. A lot of people struggle with that. But these first couple are difficult. So I don't think the whole discussion is going to be this bad, but these first 2 are pretty hard. So be prepared. Don't get behind. Yeah, let's do this. So all of the information that was on this PowerPoint, let me share, is also on this like little discussion information sheet that I posted. So again, if you want to like look at my other sections, if there's a day that like if your section is on Wednesday, but you have a doctor's appointment, you can come on Monday or whatever. I also have a detailed calendar here, the Tuesday, Wednesday calendar and the Monday calendar. It's pretty much the same. And I'll update this periodically with notes, like maybe one day I'll post like, pizza day or something. I don't know. So this is definitely a great resource. And one thing that I was very frustrated with last semester is the amount of redundant emails I got when I answered the questions multiple times in class or had to repeat, like, I don't have the exams, like I grade them and then I give them to the UGTAs. So please watch this video and like look at this syllabus because it's very frustrating when I have to respond to my 150 students asking me to review an exam whenever I don't even have them in my possession. So if we can do that, that would be so cool. And again, I'm looking forward to this semester. I can't wait to get to know y'all. Again, teaching is my passion and I'm super excited for this. So that was my little intro and info about this course, and look out for the discussion one recording that I will be posting before our next meeting. So you do have an assigned recording before next meeting. That will be the only one. Because of MLK Day, I wanted to keep y'all all on the same schedule and not have a Zoom meeting for Tuesday and Wednesday because Monday didn't have one. So all of y'all are going to have to watch that video before 1/24, 25, and 26 next Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. But yeah, peace and see y'all next week.